Um, Today, I hope to share with you about two parts. One about the product positioning, and the other for the sales tactics. And we start from the first part. As we know, for a new product or a new market, the product positioning that is very important for a company. Today I hope to talk about from four. We continue, and from the product positioning, I want to share with you about 4 points. The positioning statement, the unique selling propositions, the product benefits, and the SWOT analyzing of the product. As from the first picture, that is, you can see that is a epidemic trend for China. You can see the peak value of the infected people that is at the mid of February, and it is quickly controlled at the end of February. That is because of the very good suggestion. For example, the pictures following that open the windows, washing hands, and wear a face masks, and also keep the safe distance. And also one important thing is monitor the fever symptoms. That's why I show in the right side. When we monitor the fever symptoms, we will think about the normal, like the mercury thermometer and the digital thermometer, which is very simple, and also the continuous monitor, one kind of the temp sticker that is convenient. Also the forehead earhead thermometer, that is also very popular, and also the thermal imaging, it is suitable for the big places. And so for all of this, for Silico, we are thinking about if what we can do for in this field, and then sorry. Okay, so sorry, there's some more people waiting to join in. 他一提醒我就不能翻页。So with the experience in February, the COVID-19 outbreak and be controlled in China, we see during the February in the communities and the public places, the body temperature measurement is required from the government, and until now, for us returning to work or the school opens, the body temperature measurement is also mandatory from the government. But during this period and the using of the different thermometers, and we found some issues for the normal forehead or ear thermometers, that is only measurement devices. They can't record the information and that can't be traceable for the information. And for the infrared imaging systems, that is very complex for the deployment and also the operation. And also it is very expensive for only a period of using. So Silico think about we will make a new way for the temperature measurement. That is why C6T is born. We positioning it as a very easy, fast, mobile, stable, and a device suitable for current situation to fight against the epidemic, but not only for this. Okay, so the second point I hope to share with you about the unique selling propositions of the 6T, which we can talk about the main features that is for the temperature measurement. First, that is accurate body temp measurement, because we use a medical grade sensor, and with this, the accuracy can be only 0.3 degree errors, and also a reasonable reading distance around 6 centimeters. This makes the inspection people keep a safe distance with the peoples. But that is also make sure the measurement accuracy, not a long distance which will be affected by the environment conditions. Second point, that is we have the multi ways of ID identification. With the function NFC, we can identify with the member card, the ID cards, and with the barcodes, we can identify the employees and the student cards, also the tickets. And for the function OCR, we can identify the passports of different countries. And the third point is the high integrated function. That is the temperature measurement and the ID identification in one device. That is different with the normal thermometers and also the thermal imaging systems. They take the temperature measurement separately, and they also need other hardware supports. And so also we have the multi-ways identification, which need the different functions. So this device, it also supports the barcode, NFC, OCR, also in one device with the high integrated performance. The fourth point is the mobility. Well, I think it is from two sides. One is the communication, because it supports the LTE and the Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, also the cables for the data transfer. So that is, you can use it in any places you want, and you can move in from one place to the other very easier. The second side is the size is very small, like a smartphone that is portable. You can take it very easy. And also from this, also this device, it is a device, so it has some other important features, like the high performance. We use the octa-core 2.5 GHz CPU, and also the IP industry protection, and the very easier and faster deployment conditions like Android OS, and also the professional SDK. And also because of the temperature measurement, it is some points from the medical industry. We have the antibacterial materials, and also that is support alcohol cleaning, and also like the battery removal and the various accessories, all this from the devices aspect. So the third point, we talk about the product benefits. For a product, also a new product, that is very important if the product can bring the benefits, the values to the customers or the users, then they will consider it to accept it. So I will talk about in different points. Like the first point is safe, because in current situation, safe is very important for everybody. And that with the high accuracy data testing and the reading, because we use the medical sensor and the very high-end barcode scanning, everything, and also the safety reading distance for the temperature measurement around 6 centimeters, and the barcode reading and the OCR identify that with around 10 or more, 10 centimeters or more. So it can keep the service people safety. The third one is the loop management. The information can be traceable, and it will help to the management or the government traceable the maybe the suspected people. That also help for the safe. The second one is the easy to choose. As we just talked about, it supports the NFC barcode OCR function and can identify different cards of all the countries, also the companies, schools. So when you choose it, you no need to consider if that is the right one, because it supports all the requirements. The third point, that is very easy to use. With simple application, it can realize one key ID information collect and also the body temperature measurement. And that is no need professional operator and very difficult, maybe very long-term deployment, and also the training for the operators. And the fourth is the high efficiency. Because of the real-time data uploading, the activity range, the close contacts, and also the other key information of the suspected personnel may be managed at the first time. And the fifth, that is fast development and deployment. That is for the our partners and the software companies, because we offer the popular Android SDK, which is easy to connect with the existing management system. And also that is very convenient, that is mobile device, and no need to deployment with other hardwares. And the last one is the high ROI, because C6T, that is equal to the computer and the mobile phone and the forehead thermometer and also the ID card reader. And the important one is that is not only for current situation for the academic, for fighting against the epidemic, and it is also can use for the daily operation in future. And so the last point of the product positioning, I hope to share with you the SWOT analyzing. First, for the strengths, we talk about the products. So that is high accuracy, and it can withstand the external environment affection. And also it is fast and very convenient deployment. And the third one is the loop management. The information can be traceable and the statistics. And regarding the opportunities, because now the COVID-19 caused the global requirements of temperature measurement devices, as first at China, and now it is all over the world, because we can see on the news that the order from all over the world about the temperature measurement devices is very, very high requirements now. And the second point, I think that because Silico 660 is the first released smart handheld temperature reader that is different with the temperature measurement devices on the market. And the third point, that is, we already have many successful cases stories in China, which we can share with the customers and the users. And I think the weakness, that is because in the temperature measurement fields, Silico may not a very famous brand, and we need to spread our brand influence on the market. And the second point, maybe this is not not a weakness, but that is sorry if somebody is not mute.
Jihan from Sri Lanka, his mic is on.
Yes.
Okay. So the third is the application development, because that is for the different countries and for the different industries. So we don't have a standard application for all the global customers. And the last one, for the threats, I think because there are already mature products in the temperature measurement field. If you mentioned the temperature measurement, maybe the thermal imaging system and the air thermometers or forehead thermometers is the customer's first recognition. So it is some threat for a new product in this field. And also regarding the advertising, because of a new product, we should choose the right way for the advertising. And also we may need some training for the customers to help them understand what the benefits of the device. Okay, so with all the sharing about the products, so the second part, I hope to share with you about the sales tactics, but I think that is from some aspects, some parts that is from the experience in China. So I just to sharing with you about this, and hope that that is a reference for you. I also talk about from 4 points: the target audience and the competitors, and the third one, the promotion for the product, and the last one, the sales schedule for the business. Okay, so the first one, the target audience. Here I list in 3 parts. One from the industry and the users, and the second maybe the decision makers for if they will use the device, And the third part is the customers, maybe for Silico. And so first for customers for Silico, we from AIDC channels, I think maybe here many people, many of you is from this part. You are already our cooperation partners or our reseller or distributors here. And also we are talking with some local operators, which is maybe the biggest purchaser for many government projects, and also the e-commerce and the trading companies, and also the OEM, ODM, because this is a new product, and also that is a hotspot product for the current situation. So we hope to promote from all the possible channels. And for the industry and the users, we already share we shared earlier, that is even almost all the industries can consider this. For example, the enterprise and the shopping mall, supermarket, the factory, the scenic spots, the train station, bus station, and the public transportation, the schools, the community, the airport, the hospital. And all of these are different industries and maybe the end users. For example, the enterprise, they can use for the management of their employees at maybe the entrance, and the shopping mall, the similar, and the supermarket also for the entrance, and some public transportation, for example, on the bus. Maybe when you get a bus, you need to inspecting the tickets and also measure the body temperature. So the part in the middle, the decision makers, this is we think about, because for this we can't offer the end user directly with a device, because it is needs the data information traceable, so it needs the software support. And for the enterprise, the shopping mall, and the supermarket, and also factory scanning spots, we think for Silico, we cooperate with maybe the SI, the system integrator, and also the distributor and the resellers. They have the partner of the software, and we can talk about and make the presentation to the management of this kind of departments, and show the full application, the solution to them. And also one more for the train station, the bus station, the public transportation, the school, the computer, the communities, and the airports. That may be a little more complex. Maybe we need get from the high end, like the government, the administration, for example, the Ministry of Health, the State Education Commission, and the management of the public transport. We need to make good relationship with these departments, and did very good the presentation to them. And also for hospital, maybe that is separately, and we can, based on the earlier the HIMSS system for the hospitals. And here I want to say, so we should maybe open our mind, and we need follow the end users and the direct in the industries, but we need also the same time to communicate with the high end the management and the governments, because from the industries and the scenarios, many that is relation with the governments. What we need to open it at the beginning. Okay, so the second part about the competitors. Maybe this is not a right word for this part, because as I think for the infrared thermal imaging systems, we have different scenarios with them, because they are suitable for the fixed and the group testing about the temperature, and it is must use in indoor. And also regarding the sample, the mercury, the forehead, and all the air thermometers, we have different purpose. Maybe they only record the current status of the person, but during the epidemic, what we need to do, not only test the current temperature, but also we need to record the information and make it traceable. That is the value for this kind of time. So I think Silico C6T, that is an innovation device. That should be a new way for the temperature measurement, and that is unique and a new category for Silico products. So what we need to do is pay more attention on the features and the values of the device. Also we talked about earlier, but not directly comparison with the current thermal imaging system and the thermometers. And the third party is about the promotion of the product. From our experience, I think from different aspects, like the first of the brand influence, because as we know, for a new product, the brand influence is also very important. And we need to expanding the brand influence by different multi methods. And what we intend to is to capture the mind share among the consumers, the end users, and also the developers. This is help us to promoting new products. And the second point is the localization promotion. As earlier, Silico already shared the whole product information package. And what we think about and the suggestion is translate to the local language, and also in the combined with the local practical application requirements, because of the different cultures, the policies, the habits that is different in different countries. So what we should do at the beginning is we should to collect this kind of information and requirements, and also Silico will make it together to meet these requirements and support the development. And the third part is the online promotion, because as we know now, most of the people stay at home in current situation. So the online promotion is very important, and I think will be very effective. And we suggest and share our experience. First, I hope and I think that is better. All our partners and the distributors, resellers we can show the new product C60 on the website and make the publicity. And the second, we suggest of the SNS with the high frequency advertising communication. And also we already did it, and we will keep do this on Silico account. So you can follow up Silico and maybe reshare with more people. And also I think in China also we did some online sharing in different groups about the relevant industries. This is also have very good effect here. And the next point is the hotspot marketing. What we did here is, and we consider it will also help in the different countries. That is, first for the donate to the charity or the non-profit institutions, and the second one for the on-trail at the high exposure places, like the famous shopping mall and the very big stations and so on. It will also make more publicity functions. And the third one, we suggest for the sponsor of the activities which fight against the epidemic. This may not only help us promote the product, and also may help us to expand our brand influence, and also I think may help the promotion of the companies like you, the distributor, the reseller, and the system integrators here. And the last one we think about is the successful case stories. Make the typical case story is very important at the beginning. So I think for different industries and scenarios, we should make the typical cases quickly, even one or two in each industry or scenarios. It will help the decision maker to with more confidence of our products. For example, here in China, now is the time for the school opens, and we make the case story for one or two schools here, and we did the publicity online, and more and more schools, they are inquiring from us, and it is now a very big requirement for the school applications. So that is only an example. We can make it in different industries and the scenarios. Okay, so the last part of the sales tactics is the schedule for this business, because as our experience here, as I just talked at the beginning, we found this opportunity and the device at February, around the end of February. And now the big requirement is from April, the end of March and the beginning of April. So that is we only have around 2 months. So during this 1 or 2 months, we have many work we need to do. For example, at the beginning of the April, I think we already start is the marketing promotion and the investigation for the global markets, and we should keep on this and did more investigations and feedback to Silico, and we can make the device and the application more suitable for the global markets. And then the simple testing and the demonstration is the second step. Also, during this time, we needed to do the government and the customers relationship. What maybe did the presentation to them, what we talked about earlier in the target audience. We share about this. We must did the relationship at from now on at the beginning, and then we can make the full application development and to offer the whole solution to the customers. This, from our experience, this should be done in around 1 month. And then we can start the pilots, because I think according to the situation now for the global epidemic trends, I think in the end of April or in May, that will be the same situation as China in March, which we can maybe we can consider back to work and the schools open and everything to be normal. And this time we can did the pilots. I did the pilots first, and then make the typical case stories during the month for May. And then at the end of May or the beginning of June, this product and this solution can be widely supplied and application in different industries and all over the global. And this is the schedule just for reference from our side. And this is the contents I hope to share with you today. And the last the picture is from China. The C6T already widely used in different scenarios. You can see it is from the enterprise, the entrance for management, the employees, and also the schools, and some meetings, the meetings from the government, and also the airport and the scanning points. So there's more and more requirements from China now. So I hope to share with you this, and we can start earlier with the reference. We can start earlier and make it ready earlier. Maybe that will be very helpful to supply the solution to the customers when you get back to work and the situation is get to normal. We can have a very good business. Okay, so that is all the contents for today.